Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to KingPittdawg Racing. I can't quite tell if this thing is actually working here, so I'm going to try to reload YouTube and check it. But if it is, welcome. Tonight is the Ultimate Championship night, and we are going to be wrapping up the season for the 2023 season. Of course, this was supposed to be delayed, or supposed to be done in November, but because of internet issues with Xfinity, we had to push this back. So welcome. This is the preview. I'm going to go over everything that's going to happen tonight, and I'm going to give you a crash course in building these cars. I had a glitch I was trying to figure out all day today. It stemmed from the problems with the way Polyphony's got these cars balanced out here. So this is the Mustang GT, which you're welcome to drive if you want. It does have some advantages, but it is particularly slower. That being said, I'm going to give you a crash course in building one of these Cup cars. Now, all three cars are basically the same as far as the build on them, so we're going to go buy a brand new car and build it, and we'll show you how fast we can do it. So right now, it is 2032, and we're going to go to the Grand Central, and we're going to buy ourselves America, Ford, and we're going to buy the Shelby GT350R. And again, you can run the Mustang if you want, but this one seems to be faster. So we're going to purchase this vehicle. That's step one. All right, once you've purchased it, we do want to get in the car. We're going to go over to the GT Auto. And we're going to go in. First thing you want to do is make it a wide body. So we're going to do this, and I'm very curious to see how this turns out, because I have one car that's set up exactly the same as another car, and there's an 8-point difference in the PP, which makes absolutely no sense. I even drove the car in some challenges trying to see if maybe it just needed to be broke in. And that didn't seem to make any difference either. So I don't know, but we'll see what this one comes out. We're going to build this just like the normal Cup cars. So first things, once you've wide-bodied that car, we're going to go right over car customization and go right across the list here. First thing you got to do, we have a spec wheel, and it is this BBS racing wheel right here, which you can find under BBS. I own it, so I just put it on there. It doesn't cost me anything. We're going to go with the smallest size we can get on these cars. This car was already a wide car because it's a GT350. It's already wide stance on the rims. So wide rim offset, you can only do standard. So there is your wheel. Okay, next thing's up, custom parts. We're going to add the front splitter. Okay, the side skirts. And there's only one option on these. The Mustang already has like a splitter type rear bumper, so you can't add it. And the custom wing set is a medium 22. That is the spec wing for all the cars in all the series that we run. So there is our customization there. We're going to add tow hook, type B, yes. Roll cage, type C, yes. Other parts, you can do your lights, whatever you want to do. Type A rear only, yes. And then we'll get our caliper color later. So we're a couple minutes into this build. We got to let it apply. So now we're going to... Now we're going to go over and add all of our racing goodies. So we're going to go over here to the tuning shop, and we're going to go right across the line. First of all these cars require basically the same thing, weight reduction stage 1. Okay, we're going to go weight reduction stage 2. And while we're in this screen, we're going to grab our power restrictor and our ballast. And then we're going to go into semi-racing, and this particular car, we're going to add a racing crankshaft. We're going to add fully customizable computer. We're going to add the fully customizable limited slip differential, the fully customizable manual transmission. And again, these are going to be spec settings on these manual transmissions at 300. No individual gear ratio changes. I want to make sure that's very clear. We're trying to balance these cars out. We can start tuning them once we've done that. So racing air filter. These are NA cars, so you don't have any turbocharger. Oop, I already got that. Any turbocharger or anything. So we're just going to go right across the line here. Racing brake pads. You still have to get that. Brake balance controller. Fully customizable suspension. Racing clutch and flywheel. Racing tires. And then we're going to add our carbon ceramic brake kit. Remember, you still got to get pads. So there's our car, and it's at 704.28. That is the setting we've got from the factory, and I don't know why. I built one exactly the same earlier, and maybe I'm missing something, but the car will not go over 694 or 694. And I don't know why. I've gone back and forth 100 times between the screens and verified every single setting is the same, but this one seemed to work okay at this point. Let's see what it does when we tune it down properly. So now we've got to go in here and we got to add some weight, and we've got to add some reduction on the power. So we're going to add the ballast. I can already tell you this car is going to be short, and I don't know why. I think it's 38. Nope, it's 33. Okay, so 2776 is the weight, and I think it's 88 on the restrictor. 533, that's the room limit. So 533 horse, 2776. We are going to set the drag to max on all these cars. I did add some to the Camaro because it was already less than its max. So see, we're at 694.06. I don't understand what I'm missing. I have got to be missing something I'm not seeing. So, if you take a quick look at that one, there's got to be something obvious I'm missing. I don't know what it is. So you take a look at everything in here, and all these settings. Now I can set these settings exactly where I've got the other one. I've done this so many times I know exactly what these settings are by heart. Still 694.06. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. So, and I go into this one. This one is at 702.45. And everything is set exactly the same. Maybe the ballast positioning. I thought I did that. Let's double check that, because that is something. No, I'm pretty sure I did that. Let's try the new one here. That made like 7/10 of a point difference. I don't know, I'm missing something. Even when I put this to 300, it doesn't make any difference. Brake controller. I don't know, I go to this one. This is the one I built earlier in race, just a little bit, just to see what it would do. It's still exactly the same, 694.11. I don't know why the one is more. Everything is the same. Maybe I'm missing something. Full control computer. Yeah, everything. I don't know. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. It just doesn't make any sense. Alright, well that's that, I guess. So, real quick, I'm also going to give you a crash course in the HSSR cars. So we're going to start here, and I'm just going to open these up and close them. So we're going to go in the oldest car that we've got, which I did actually run. That's our Mustang GT350, and again, medium 22 wing where we got it. There's your settings. And power restrictor 73, no ballast. With the weight reductions. 70 Super B, again, all the adds. Weight reduction stage 1 and 2. All the normal stuff for an NA car. 44 ballast, 70 power restrictor, 95 on the power output. So this car has a little bit more power, lots of torque, even with the reduced one. So it actually drove pretty good. Next car is the 71, I think. Let me see if we can find it. Yeah, there it is, the 70 GTR. And again, this car required a lot of work here. Not that much, but a lot of engine work because it was a 157 horsepower engine. So no weight reduction, but we did have to add ballast quite a bit, 170 kilograms, and then 100 on the power restrictor. But we did get right at 255 with all these engine adds and all the mods. This is an NA car. So there's all your settings on that one. Again, we added all the cosmetic, roll cage, everything. Next car, whoops, wrong button. Next car is the 71, I believe. Yep, 71 Mustang Mach 1, which is actually a pretty decent car to drive. I drove this one too. All 3 weight reductions, all your normal stuff. Remember, all bolt-on parts are required, and then we reduce the power and add the weight. So 75 on the ballast after all the weight reductions, and then power restrictor at 74. So that's your Mustang Mach 1. Next car is the 73 Nissan Fugu Z. If I can find it. There it is right there. Now this car is pretty light, so we had to add, really didn't have to add anything power-wise, but increased body rigidity, don't forget about that. This is already a race car, it's already a wide car, so you don't have to wide body this car. But we're going to be 170 on the ballast, and then 77 on the power restrictor. Other than that, it does not allow any downforce adjustments, but it does have it. You can see there's a splitter up there, but it just doesn't give you any adjustment, so it's not registering. So that is the HSSR version. Hey, what's going on, Steve? Of the Fugu Z. And then that car is a lot heavier than what we're racing tomorrow night. So just keep that in mind. Hey, what's going on, Andrew? Going through the HSSR cars as fast as I possibly can by age. Next car in the 70s is the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. This is the Trans Am we ran in the Trans Am series. Hey, what's going on, Keith? So this one just requires a bunch of weight reduction to get to that 2,800 pounds, increased body rigidity, all the normal stuff. And then we got to run 57 ballast and 100 on the power restrictor because we were able to get it right at 253 with all the adds. So pretty easy car to build there, especially if you already had the Trans Am. Just remember that medium 22 wing. And you can't add a front splitter on this one either. So you can see it's got a spoiler down there, so you will have some front downforce. So next car in line, and all these should be pretty close to being in order because I did put them in age order at one point. So next car going into the 80s is the Sierra Cosworth 87. I think there might be another one up here. Let me make sure I'm not missing one that we went into. No, 97, 92, 88. 22. Yep. Okay, so we should be good. Going in order here. Sierra Cosworth. Another car that looks pretty cool in racing trim. Again, don't forget all your cosmetic stuff. This is one of the few with the wing. Put this particular wing on, and if you see it, there's 2 different options you can put on there. Put that one on there right there, the tripod one. So car settings. Again, this one, no engine mods required. It already has enough power, but we are going to have to drop it down 92% and add 63 kilograms of ballast. So pretty simple there. Next car up, that was an 87, the 88, where is it? I've got one already up here. And again, there has some people, I do not have the one built that Makoto built, so again, it's all the same stuff, and just make sure you add in all the mods, even if it's at the horsepower. You got to add in all the mods. Make sure you take the weight out, or you're going to be lugging a bunch of extra weight out. So this car is the 88 Toyota Supra 3.0A. This is the homologation version. Remember, wide body first, and then you go in weight reduction stage 1 and 2. All of your things. Now, because this first turbo car we've run across, turbo cars are going to have a racing intercooler. That's the only turbo add. And then, of course, all the other stuff we talked about. So that's the Supra. And let's see. Next car up is the 89 300ZX, and this is the one that Carson is in. Let's see. So this is the 300ZX. This one required quite a bit of detuning by the time we added all the goodies in, but 2 weight reductions, just like the Supra. Racing intercooler, all the goodies. And then again, remember these cars, as opposed to the Cup cars, these cars are running racing discs instead of the carbon. So this car requires 73 on the power restrictor and 62 on the ballast. And that should get you where you need. Don't forget to add your cosmetic goodies, medium 22 wing, just a reminder.
I keep my setup for me.
And then, let's see, here we go. No, that's fine, Makoto. I just wanted to give more of the stuff that's required. So let's see, where are we at here? The stuff that's required is the trans needs to be at 300, no individual ratios. So if you've adjusted your individual ratio, you need to go in there, take the trans out to normal, and then put it back in the fully customizable manual. So this is the BMW, again, another car that's pretty much straight up. Add in the performance goodies, drop it to 93, add 70 pounds or 70 kilograms of ballast. There's your M3 Evolution. Let's see, I have not built this car yet. You can certainly do that if you want, but probably won't be able to build it for tonight. Next car up, we're staying in the 90s here. It is the GTO, and this was another fairly easy one because it's a pretty powerful car. So we just add weight reductions 1, 2, and 3 on this all-wheel drive beast. Again, it's a turbo car, so make sure you get that racing intercooler. And then we're going to go 12 kilograms of ballast and 71 on the power restrictor. Pretty easy setup on that one. Once you've set one of these up, it's pretty much easy just to go right through them. So that was the 91, and then we're going to go on to the next, which is the 94 Celica. And this was one of the WSS cars. Pretty much baseline car. So 1 weight reduction, and then we're going to go to 83 on the power restrictor, 28 on the ballast. Next car in line, I believe, is a Mr. 2, and I think I was in that car, so I need to actually, you know what? No, the next one in line is supposed to be, where is it? There it is. The NSX Type R. So this one here, this one again, one of the few with use the wing that's pictured there. Increased body rigidity. This car is going to require 77 on the restrictor and 40 pounds or 40 kilograms of ballast. This is the 92 NSX. I'm just doing that to make sure they're in order here because I want to keep them in order so I can find them fast. Okay, next one up. Oh no, Mr. 2 is not next. There's a 96 in here somewhere. Where is it at? All right, the 180SX, again, a car we can get right to the number without any power restrictor, but just by adding stroke up. So we're making this thing a 2.2 liter, or 2.1 liter, I guess, or 2 liter from a 180, from 1.8. And then this is going to have 50 on the ballast, so the only difference you need there. Again, all the other things are static on all these cars. Just make sure you add all the stuff. This is a turbo car, so just make sure you get that racing intercooler. Let's see. I'm trying to do one of these every 10 seconds, so I'm going as fast as I can here. I missed the Delta. This is one that was a Winter Sprint Series car, so it's pretty much at the numbers. Weight reduction stage 1, 99 on the power restrictor to get it under that 255 limit, and then 55 on the ballast. Ah, shoot. I messed it up. Because that's a 91. Crap! 91, 92. Come on, you stupid thing. Alright, 91, 92. Back into this one. Now we're going to get back in Mr. 2 here. Where is he hiding? Oh, where are you? Mr. 2, there you are. Okay. This car pretty much baseline, 85 on the power restrictor after we add all of our adds. No modifications needed. Just make sure you bolt on all your parts. Those are spec parts. I repeat myself, I feel like a broken record, but it seems like some people don't hear it, so I'm making sure I keep saying it. Alright, 90. We are at 97, so I need to find my 1JZ swapped Supra here. Here we go. Or 2JZ, I'm sorry. Now this is this one, as you can see, is a 2JZ swap. Weight reduction stage 1, 2, 3, body rigidity, all the goodies. We're going to be at 70 on the power restrictor and 92 on the ballast. Oh no, actually this isn't a swap car. This is a 2JZ. This is the Supra I swapped. So 47 on the ballast and 70 again. This is one of the few cars we have to adjust the full control computer. All right, so that's 97. We're still in 97. Let's find our next car. I think there is one. Yeah, the Salady. Pretty much the same thing as the 180. Only this one we did bore up on this one because it was coming up slightly different. And then we're gonna be 98 on the power restrictor. So this one a little bit different because we bored it up. Still the same output. All right, 98. We got a couple more 98s down here. Losing my spot here. All right, here is our Lancer Evolution. All these Lancers are pretty much the same. You might have to restrict them a little bit more. But weight reduction stage 1, all your adds, 70 on the power restrictor, and then down 2 on the full control computer to get to our 254, 46 on the ballast to get to 2800. Again, you can build any Lancer you want. This was probably the best one to build, and that's why I built that one. So, next car up, we are at 98, 99, the S2000. Again, another car that doesn't require a lot. You're just going to add in your... This is an NA car, so no intercooler. 30 on the ballast, 92 on the power restrictor. We got another 99 hiding down here somewhere. Let's see. The Subaru Impreza, and again, these older Imprezas, they're all pretty much the same. Again, the same engine, so there might be some slight output differences. Don't forget your racing intercooler. Output on this one, 74 on the restrictor, 10 on the ballast, and then just another note here, torque vectoring center differential you can use on these, so you can adjust that. Alright, I think we are to 99. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else up here that I missed. Nope, we've got 99. Now we're in the O2s. So, oh man, I lost my spot. There we go. Okay, so the next one up, we're going to go back and get one of these that's kind of out of place. The NSX Type R02, this is the one we had to fix for Adam. And Adam, make sure you get that weight reduction on there and then just add your ballast, because you're riding around with extra weight for no reason whatsoever. Weight reduction stage 1, and then you run 159 on the ballast. You're still at 120 pounds lighter than you would be if you didn't take the weight reduction. So it just doesn't make sense not to do the weight reduction. Add the ballast, 75 on the restrictor. That's your O2 NSX. And then our Silvia, which did very well last night. Where is it at? I've jumped in it to make sure Keith had the right settings. Here it is right here. Last time I used this car, well, in one of the HECS races was 4th of July weekend. We did the Tokyo Street Race. Again, this car is pretty much baseline, but with the ads, we're going to be at 85 and 30. 85 on the restrictor, 30 on the ballast. All right, O2. Let's see. I think everything's going to be in order now. The only thing I got to watch out for is the Alpine. So, quickly, RX-7 Spirit. Whoops. Oh, here, we're going to go through that one real quick. There's nothing to add on this one. Just, this one has to come down to 70 on the restrictor and 99. That's the max on the restrictor, and 99 on the output. So just to get it under that threshold. No ballast on this car. 04 again. Let's see. Where are they at? Okay, we should be in order now. I think everything's going to be in order now. So, if you want to run the DeLorean, it's a very expensive car to build, but here's your settings. You got to add a lot of engine stuff, and then add some ballast, and power restrictor to 94. And let's see, next thing up, the Mini Cooper. This car is the one car that we allow to put the supercharger high end, because this car is a supercharged car, so we're going to add that in to get along with engine balance, tuning, and polished ports. To get to our weight, we're 100% on the restrictor at 255 and 90 on the ballast. Okay, 07, Fair Lady Z. This one, another one that's pretty powerful, so it was hard to get down in the numbers, but weight reduction stage 1 and 2, all of our performance goodies. This is an NA car, so no intercooler. 71 on the power restrictor, 42 on the ballast. Alright, where are we at? I got us lost here. Okay, the Me Too, again, this car required a ton of work. And a lot of engine work, pretty much everything you can do, but then you got to add a bunch of ballast and 96 on the restrictor, so it's pretty underwhelming car. Scrocco 2010. This is a pretty good car, and again, a pretty baseline car, so it works pretty good. Weight reduction stage 1, all of our performance goodies, and then 1 on the ballast to hit the number, and 82 on the restrictor. Alright, next car, the Megane Trophy, or Megane, however you say that. This one, another pretty baseline car, weight reduction stage 1, add 22 on the ballast, 79 on the restrictor after we add all of our goodies. We're almost done, folks. Almost done. The DS3, again, this is very similar to the Me Too. It's a fairly underwhelming car. You don't have to really add anything to it because it gets to the number with the air filter, intercooler, and exhaust, but you do have to add 105 ballast, which kills a lightweight car like this. So, again, underwhelming, but you're welcome to run it if you want. Might have places where it does well. Alright, now we're into 2012, and it is the RX-8 Spirit R. And again, this car, another baseline car, so only weight reduction stage 1. All of our performance goodies. This is an NA car, so no intercooler or anything. 95 on the restrictor, 55 on the ballast. And again, I set pretty much all the settings on these cars like at a baseline so that I could really compare the performance points. Now, this 208 GTI by Peugeot, another one just like the DS. They might even be the same car. Nothing needed on weight reduction or anything, but 70 on the ballast. And then you're going to need all your goodies to get to that 252 horsepower mark. Alright. So we're getting there. Alright, we're to the Genesis Coupe, which I didn't have built until recently. And then weight reduction stage 1, 2, all your goodies. This is another NA car. So 70 on the restrictor, and then this is another one that we got to drop the computer to. 5 down there and 25 on the ballast. So there is your Hyundai Genesis Coupe. And then our TTS Coupe, which I think is the one that Zippy ran. We do have to add weight reduction, add all of our performance goodies, and we're going to have to go down all the way on the restrictor, add 24 kilograms of ballast, and then drop 3 on the control computer to get under the 255 limit. I can darn near do these cars in my head anymore. The Focus ST, we need quite a bit of weight reduction here, 2 stages. But then we got to add some ballast back in because we just couldn't quite get to that 2800. And then 82 on the restrictor. So 57 on the ballast, 82 on the restrictor. We are in the home stretch now. Where are we at? We are up to 2019 here. Make sure I didn't miss anything up here. No, we did. There's the Alpine. I knew there was something in here, and I timed it just right. So this car is really fun to drive. I just drove it in a challenge and just wiped the floor with the other cars. So no adjustments on the weight, but we do need, as far as weight reduction, but we do need to add some ballast at 167, 82 on the restrictor to get to that 252 mark. And I changed it down to medium tires, so this isn't the car you could run softs on if you were going to pit. Alright, a few more left. Mazda 319, this car has got a pretty good setup in it. We did have to add and bore up high lift camshaft racing crankshaft and high compression pistons, 2 weight reductions, then all of our ads. This is an NA car, 96 on the restrictor, 42 on the ballast. Nice looking car. Those are one of the better looking cars out there. Okay, we are down to the last few. Now this is a 2JZ swapped car that I made up. You're welcome to do that if you want. This takes all 4 weight reductions. And then we're going to have to go 70 and 92 on the restrictor and output adjustment, and only 15 on the ballast to get it back up. But this is, as you can see over here, a 2JZ swapped Supra. And you can see by my plates, 2J Supra. And then we're in the 20s now, so we're in the modernist cars. We have got the Yaris. And this car requires 1 weight reduction. Don't forget your intercooler. And then 109 on ballast after the weight reduction, because it just wasn't quite there. It was a little bit, it was like 2850. So you're adding a lot of ballast back in. And then power restrictor at 79 on this one. One more car after, oh, I'm sorry, 2 more. Okay, the Honda here, the Civic Type R20, weight reduction stage 1. This is a turbo car, so you would need your intercooler. And then we're going to be at 70 on the restrictor and 96 on the output, and the ballast at 37. Now the next one up here is the BRZ, and that and the 86 are the same. So I'm just going to show you this one. No adjustments, all your power adders, your goodies, your performance goodies, and we're at 94 on the restrictor. No ballast. I'm going to get the 86 in line here. And let's see, I think we're down to the GR Corolla. This is the last car. Weight reduction stage 1 and 2. 72 on the restrictor, 71 on the ballast. So this car is slightly heavier than the Yaris. So we need the 2 weight reductions, and we had the 71 in ballast. And then 72 on the restrictor, and that is it. Okay, there are some other cars that I did not build that we could build in the future. So just reach out to me if you want. I will be building some more once I build my credits back up, because it costs about $500,000 a car. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and open up the lobby for tonight's racing, and then I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish up adding up the scores here, because I didn't get that done today, and I know I told you guys I would. So I'll work on that instead of practicing. So I'll open up the lobby. And then I'm going to shut this stream down and start a new stream up here in just a few minutes. Anybody can reference this video to find out about the HSSR cars and the Cup car setup. So again, all the Cup car setups are exactly the same, except we add a racing crankshaft to the GT350R, and then we've got to adjust all the settings so that we've got kind of a balance of performance. So that's all in the chat. We'll see you guys on the track, and I'm going to end this stream right now. We'll see y'all in a few minutes. Until then, KingPittdawg out.